Okay. You know, we need to regroup when it comes to these reunions. Okay, I think that Maya Jama was a great addition. India and Sam throughout the season, they've been a great addition to the After Sun, but the reunion, the structure, it needs help. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, reviewing Love Island Season 9, The Reunion. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. Down below, you can also find in the description box a link to my other platforms that you can follow, but also the Discord. I recently launched the Discord. There's over 100 of you guys already in there. Thank you for joining so far. That's where you can, talk about hot topics, talk about the shows. That's where we're going to do our watch parties going forward. So definitely hit the link down below and connect with us over there. Now on to the reunion itself. I had notes because I thought we were going to get a show. We didn't get a show. We got a whole bunch of B-roll, montages, home updates that I didn't care for because these people just left the villa last week. What could you really update us on? But whatever. The episode starts. Should I start with how the episode starts, or is that how I should end the video? Let me end with the drama. Nah, let me just say the video how it is. Okay. So the reunion starts with a performance from a woman I don't know, but maybe you guys know her, maybe y'all like her, I don't know. But India's face. India's face was me the entire time. I was so bored. But moving on. So the first couple on the couch was Tanya and Shaq. This was the only part of the season. Well, really the season too. This was the only part of the reunion that was giving. Okay. So Maya asked them if they think that they said I love you prematurely, and they both say no. Now, I think for Shaq, it wasn't premature because as I was reviewing, I did think like, is he playing a game? I don't know. But as the season progressed, I was like, oh no, he's a lover boy. Like, this is him for real. However, for Tanya, because of the events that followed, we're going to talk about the events that followed. I think it was puppy love, and it was the excitement of it all. She did say on the panel that she wouldn't reciprocate and I love you if she didn't feel it. But I'm like, I think it takes more than what she realized at the moment to really be in love with someone. And maybe she's now closer to it, if not there already. Okay. So part of the events that happened in the Shania story was Martin. And as we know, Martin has been on podcasts speaking his mind and clarifying some things that happened in the show. Shaq called him up on it.
You'd sleep with Tanya in ways I wouldn't imagine. But who did you say this to? Because I don't remember this.
What, did you watch the... you were there?
Like, who else was there? Was it just one-on-one?
There's a lot of heads shaking that they've never heard this conversation.
Max was there, like, when we had that discussion on the day beds.
It would have been really nice if you apologised directly and didn't say it on a podcast in the first place.
You've not been out. This is my first time seeing you now, so...
Martin is saying it happened. Shaq is saying it didn't happen. Tanya even asked, was anybody else privy to this information? Nobody wants to speak up, so... That's interesting. For the people who don't know, Martin went on a podcast and basically said that there are 4 points that Martin told to Shaq, and one of them was that he, outside of the villa, would have his way with Tanya sexually, right? So I think that was very distasteful, and it was slut shaming. And some people in the comments under the video that I made about that situation felt like it was deserved because Tanya does present herself as a sexual person, but there's a difference between sexual liberation and slut shaming. Just because she's a sexually liberated person, she's in tune with her sexuality, does not mean she then has to be vilified for it and have her name dragged in the mud as if she's a hoe. Like, that's not the case. It was very distasteful. I didn't like it, and that coupled with the things I can only imagine people were saying about her on social media. I'm glad that Shaq really stood up for her. Marcy, where's my voice? I'm glad Shaq really stood up for her. I'm glad that he let Martin know I wasn't having that and you're going to atone for it. And I wish we didn't have to be subjected to these damn B-roll and montages, because we would have seen more of that. And Maya Jama's talking about, sorry, we don't have time. Well, you had old girl perform her entire song at the top of the show. Okay, whatever. We move on to Zara and Tanyel. Zara and Jordan are obviously dating. Tanyel was in the villa having some kind of feelings for Jordan and Spencer, but both didn't come to fruition. Oh, shoot. Why does everybody want to call me when I'm filming? Both didn't come to fruition, but Spencer did try to holla after the reunion, after her dumping, but she's dating somebody else. So is he. And then with the whole Jordan situation, she feels like people did her dirty in her eviction.
We were going to go for catch-up, weren't we? We did say that.
Yeah, however, I'm actually currently seeing someone.
I am as well, so...
Well, I mean... Olivia, Shaq and Tanya. However, I feel like on Tanya's behalf, I don't think she done it to be bad mind or anything. I feel like it could have just been dealt so much better and much more real.
I mean, here's the thing. Tanyel wasn't feeling Jordan. And I think she is salty that she was dumped in the way that she was dumped. But I do agree that if Tanya, Shaq, and Olivia really felt the way that they did, they should have went to Olivia and said something. Because Olivia wasn't holding anything back. Like, she expressed openly how she felt about Jordan. She never led Jordan on saying, oh, it was more there than, you know, like. But anyways, long story short, everybody's where they need to be now. So it's fine. What else happened that is worth talking about? Ooh, Tom and Sammy hit the couch, and Tom is asked if he feels like he led Lydia on. But his answer is, I didn't intend to hurt anybody, and if I did, I'm sorry. Sir, that wasn't the question. The question was, did you lead Lydia on? The only answer to that is yes. The only answer to that is yes. But anyways, Tommy's Angels, Ellie, Zara, and Lydia hit the couch, and everybody's playing happy family.
What is it you love about each other?
Honestly, like...
Can I say everything?
I'm genuinely happy for the both of them. Like, I'm a pure hopeless romantic, so I love love. So I'm chill.
I love Sammy and Tom, and I love them together. So yeah.
Really? Because of how things panned out post-season, I understand why it's happening this way, but I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, I really wanted some energy from Zara, but she is loved up, so what's the point in going in on an ex connection? Like, she doesn't care anymore, right? But I wanted more than what this reunion was giving, and it just was not giving, you guys. Speaking of not giving, Ron and Lana, they're talking about, you know, life is the same on the outside. Ron is just a stellar partner. He's so great. Okay, sure. I mean, only time will tell when it comes to everybody, even the couples that we like. Only time will tell. Okay, so Ron is clearing up some things about him being a game player and the whole Rosie debacle. And man, I did not know the audience didn't rock with Rosie like that.
Rosie, do you still stand by what you said?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I think this is the last time it was blown out of proportion.
I mean, obviously Rosie wasn't my favorite person either, but damn, y'all are booing the girl. Sheesh. I do still think that in the position Rosie was in at the time, what she perceived was her truth. I don't think that she fabricated anything. I think that she had a filter that processed the information in a way that it wasn't intended to. And then with Ron, he literally was coming as a person who was asked the question, and he's giving an objective observation of what he's been seeing. So I don't think that it was malicious. It's just everything looks shady considering the whole storyline of what is Ron. You know what I mean? They didn't really talk about his wandering eye in the beginning of the season much. I don't know, like, they really could have gone in deeper. They could have gone in deeper. Moving on to Kai and Sam. They're great. They've confirmed on social media that they are boyfriend and girlfriend, but on the show they didn't touch on it. They did say that they've exchanged I love yous though. Kai says that every previous connection he had, it was just not romantic, you know? I don't know why all of a sudden that is the revelation, because he was making it seem like Tanyel was the bee's knees and then Olivia was God's gift, and then everything changed after Casa, you know? So I'm just like, yeah, okay, Kai. They both say that they're going to invest the $50K into passion projects that involve nurturing children. So that is great. We do end up talking to Olivia, and she accepts that she blew the situation out of proportion.
Do you know what? I respect his decision not to apologise, and I really agree that it wasn't necessary. Yeah, I don't even recognise myself in that clip.
Really?
I don't know what was coming out of my mouth. Yeah.
All right, so
Her PR team deserves an award because they are really trying to make this woman seem like she's had this great character development. Sure. Okay. Moving on. They talked about the Three Musketeers. Honestly, couldn't give a damn. Casey got the shadiest moment, calling Jessie fake and then turning around to Will and saying that she was genuine. Jessie and Will, along with Olivia and Maxwell, sit on the couch, and all of a sudden, everybody's just a happy family.
We spoke over Instagram, but I think me and Jessie are going to go for a little breakfast or something just to catch up.
The past is in the past. Excuse my voice,
It's all
guys.
right, honey. She knows where I stand with her. So.
yeah.
Oh, please. Jessie, this was your time to really solidify a fan base, okay? You could have given Olivia the business, because we know this front is exactly that, a front. Like, she annoys the living hell out of me to this day. I don't care what image reformation they do for her. I don't believe none of it. In terms of her and like Olivia and Maxwell, in the long run, I'll be surprised if they make it to the summer. I will. With Will and Jessie, I can see them lasting a little bit longer. I can see them. I don't think that they will pass the threshold of the year. And if they do, I think they'll be together forever. It's either or. It's very black and white for me. They are full steam ahead. They're talking about moving in. He's going to go to Tasmania. They're going to live in London. I don't even know. They're talking about a lot of stuff. Jessie talked about her lack of tears, and she says, well, maybe I need to drink more water. That's the conclusion. Okay. That was basically it. They really didn't get into too many people. I would have loved to see more from some of the Casa girls. I would have loved to get Zara to really like give us the energy we were looking for. Tanyel as well, especially since like the audience really loved her. Like I thought she was gonna feed into that and like really stir something up maybe, but no, we got nothing, child. We got nothing. Poor Daniel was there as just an David. Poor David was there as just an accessory. And a lot of those Casa people who were supposed to be dating each other after the show did not know who they were. Had no idea. Speaking of dating outside of the show, Casey and Rosie, it's already a wrap, basically. They're talking about they needed time away from each other and they have a date scheduled on Tuesday. It ain't though. Anyways, that's the season. I think host, elevation, production, non-elevation. Whatever the opposite of an elevation is. Okay. Anyways, like, comment, share, subscribe. Don't forget to join at the Discord, and I'll see you guys in the summer.